Another day, another step into the breach, my friends, once more. AI removes more of the human element, to the delight of memers everywhere. Now I know how Padme feels.
So this is how it dies. With thunderous applause.
ChatGPT let up on restrictions at the tail end of March, and all hell broke loose. Before you could say "Sai no Gonai," America Jean,
talentless American.
Twitter was flooded with Studio Ghibli memes. At first I thought some talented artist had been discovered, but then I quickly realized it was the new flavor of the day as memes were concerned.
It's been 24 hours since OpenAI unexpectedly shook the AI image world with 4.0 image generator. Here are the 14 most mind-blowing examples so far. 100% AI generated, Studio Ghibli style memes.
Look what the ChatGPT thing did with your photo.
Oh my god, what? Stop! That's so cute. Oh my god, thank you.
He didn't draw it, he put it in ChatGPT, girl. Your boyfriend is a talentless... Whoops. Stop him! People were going ham, from pop culture to human atrocities and failures on government policy. The human condition and frailty of character was laid bare, but made more palatable with a Studio Ghibli-style meme. But much like the grave of the Fireflies, we are headed towards a sad ending when there was so much hope. Still, if I didn't know better, I think it was a psyop to get people to willingly scan their personal photos and stuff, right? Into the AI machine so it could be cataloged in data centers. So they could make sure that they had everyone's facial recognition perfectly down, right? In all variations. And I'm sure that it won't be misused at all. Pay no attention to the mind behind the curtain. Pay no attention!
AI-generated Studio Ghibli trend explained. OpenAI's new image generator has released a surge of Studio Ghibli-inspired images that many believe go against the philosophy of the legendary animation studio and director Hayao Miyazaki.
Things got out of hand. The memes were flowing like low-effort wine. Servers started to crash, GPUs started melting, and Jensen was already picking out his next overly priced leather jacket from the uptick in NVIDIA GPU sales. Ghibli-style viral trend is melting ChatGPT's GPUs. Company responds to copyright questions. It's super fun seeing people love images in ChatGPT, but our GPUs are melting. We are going to temporarily introduce some rate limits while we work on making it more efficient. Hopefully, won't be long. ChatGPT free tier will get 3 generations per day soon. This is why you can't have nice things. People run in and they just get as much as they can until companies like, all right, I see you little bastards are greedy.
ChatGPT outages. OpenAI servers overwhelmed by a surge in Studio Ghibli-style anime generations, yada yada yada. ChatGPT faced a global outage as the Studio Ghibli-styled image generator caused a severe overload. OpenAI restored service and promised to detail root cause analysis soon. What if somebody created a bot just to completely overload ChatGPT's processors? That would be effing hilarious.
Streamers who never created anything in their lives gave terrible takes on the situation, proving yet again that we live in the digital dark age of consumers who care about nothing but the next product or the next piece of content to distract themselves from their ever-shortening attention span. On that note, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, that's right. Bagel bites. Why are they going up in price but down in quality?
I am not sure what Studio Ghibli is, but I look better this way. Y'all crying in the comments? I don't care. This tweet is dog shit. The AI art is dog shit. But y'all crying is worse. Holy shut up. 9 hours later, didn't read not a one of the 125 replies, just letting y'all know.
What a cool dude.
XQC believes AI art is already a better product than what most artists make. Why would I care? I don't consume the method, I consume the product.
I love AI slop images. Well, what do you call everything slop these days? I gotta be honest with you. I feel like slop is becoming a word, like a buzzword of AI art coming out. It is literally better than most artists' best work that they could. Hey, if something does better by itself than an artist can for the entire life, I mean, brother, I gotta be honest with you. I don't really give a shit. It's just better. I don't care. Why would I care? I don't consume the method, I consume the product.
Shut when you think it's...
To think that if Overwatch League never existed, Ninja and Shroud never went to Mixer for a year, and Dr. Disrespect didn't get banned from Twitch. This dude would have as many followers as sit-ups he can do.
Asmongold doesn't make anything. Asmongold isn't a pro or even particularly good at playing video games. He's a consumer with utter contempt for the people who make the products that sustain him, while he lives a 10-year-old's idea of a cool adult lifestyle.
People that aren't going to have any jobs pretty soon, like I would definitely say, like that's, you know, you have the, what is that, the 9 leaving Minas Morgul, like, oh fuck, man, this is insane. And so you've got Rivendell here. Yeah, so if you are an artist, this has been a really bad week for you. And I want to promise you that it's going to get worse, okay? So if you're an artist and this is upsetting you and you're worried, I want to promise you that it's only going to get worse. This is only the beginning, and I would focus on a career change. Yeah, exactly. And focus, like, go be a plumber or something like that, right?
When I look at takes like these from popular streamers rich from doing nothing but watching other things and commenting on them, excluding me, I'm a genius, I can't help but think of Thus Spoke Zarathustra and The Last Man. I will leave it to Academy of Ideas to explain it to you because he's far more articulate.
The last man is the individual who specializes not in creation, but in consumption. In the midst of satiating base pleasures, he claims to have discovered happiness by virtue of the fact that he lives in the most technologically advanced and materially luxurious era in human history. But this self-infatuation of the last man conceals an underlying resentment and desire for revenge. On some level, the last man knows that despite his pleasures and comforts, he is empty and miserable. With no aspiration and no meaningful goals to pursue, he has nothing he can use to justify the pain and struggle needed to overcome himself and transform himself into something better.
In response to the AI hype, a clip of Miyazaki talking about AI-generated art from 2016 was making the rounds yet again.
極めて不愉快ですよね。そんなに気持ち悪いものをやりたいなら勝手にやってればいいだけで、僕はこれを自分たちの仕事をつなげたいとは全然思いません。極めて何か生命に対する侮辱を感じます。
これでもほとんど実験なので、
それは分かってます。
その世の中に見ててどうこうってそういうものじゃないんです。
それは本当によく分かってるつもりですけど、どこへたどり着きたいですか。
まあ人間が描くのと同じように絵を描く機械
を作りたいんだ。
はい。
地球最後の日が近いって感じですね。それは人間の方が自信がなくなってくるから。
People on Twitter disagreed, but then again, they didn't create an entire genre of anime that will be beloved for generations to come. They just have hot takes on Twitter.
He says this about everything. And when his own son made an anime trying to live up to his expectations, he left the theater far before it ended. He thinks everything's an insult to life itself, besides like model trains and planes.
You gotta respect the train otakus. By the 27th, the cease and desist orders were making the rounds online.
I just got a cease and desist order from Studio Ghibli. AI creators deserve protection, not punishment. Expression is sacred. Imagination is not illegal. If I have to be a martyr to prove that, so be it. I'm assembling a legal team firm who believes in this fight. Reach out.
But it quickly came out that this was all bullshit. Studio Ghibli denies issuing a warning after fake letter circulated online due to AI-generated Ghibli-style trend, yada yada yada. That's right. Somebody online faked getting a cease and desist order for attention. Welcome to 2025, where everyone is a clout demon in every way possible.
Bro, this is so soy. Using AI slop and showing it off on your Twitter page feels like you are showing off to the world that you have a Funko Pop collection and you have no bitches. It's a soy and
I'm gonna have to edit the hell out of this.
That might be too harsh for the there. It's nothing personal, boo.
So apparently the letter is fake. Well, there you have it. You're all caught up on this very stupid bit of drama. The meme's already kind of losing steam from what I can tell. So I'll just give you my final thoughts. Art is the earliest form of human expression. Cave paintings are our only window into the life of the Cro-Magnon man. Throughout time, humans have cataloged history through the medium of art. And art is accessible to any who would pick up the pencil or the brush and go down the path of self-actualization, where dreams become reality and the greatest stories are told and our heroes are given life and form. It kind of reminds me of a quote from Dorian Gray. I believe that if one man were to live out his life fully and completely, were to give form to every feeling, expression to every thought, reality to every dream, I believe that the world would gain such a fresh impulse of joy that we would forget all maladies of medievalism. And I could go on pontificating for far too long and take up your time, but I won't. To summarize, AI can never encapsulate the human existence, the human experience, the struggle, and the strife. It can only imitate it, and it can only imitate the images that are fed from the minds and the creativity of people. If you would allow me one more indulgence, another little bit of literature comes to mind, Hamlet. The quote, "What a piece of work is man," comes to mind. How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form, in moving, how express and admirable, in action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god. And in a way, man has given birth to AI. So how like a god?